Hello YouTube, I'm going to be doing a review on lightsabers in this video. Now what I got with me here, this is the lightsaber used in Return of the Jedi by Luke Skywalker. It is the Luke Skywalker ROTJ lightsaber, the one that he built, and the first green lightsaber in all the movies. It was originally going to be blue, but they decided to make it green because green worked better for some of the scenes, particularly some of the sail barge scenes. So this lightsaber, which is green, and it's my personal favorite out of all the lightsabers in all 6 movies. It just happens to be my personal favorite. But that's just me, just my personal preference. I know there's some people who like the other lightsabers, but I just happen to like this one the best. Now, this particular lightsaber was made by a company called Master Replicas. Master Replicas, I don't know what happened to them, but they no longer make products. I don't know if they just went out of business, if they went bankrupt, or if they were bought out, or what, but they're no longer making any more products. That's really too bad, though, because I really like Master Replicas. They made all sorts of great stuff from all sorts of themes. I mean, they had everything from Star Trek. They had the Star Trek phasers and the communicators and tricorders and all that, and Superman and Batman paraphernalia they'd have, and Doctor Who. They'd have stuff that you'd see from Doctor Who. And they were going to start a Ghostbuster line, as a matter of fact. They were planning on starting a line of Ghostbusters products. They were going to make the ghost traps that they used to suck in the ghosts, as well as those proton packs, those special backpacks that the Ghostbusters would wear, which they have that special particle rifle or particle thrower attached that would shoot out those streams that they'd use to catch the ghosts. Or it was supposed to be a proton stream. That's why it was called a proton pack. That's what they used to catch ghosts. And I really wanted one. I've always wanted a really good proton pack. I really do like those proton packs from Ghostbusters. You know, if I could get one, I'd want a real one that would work just like in the movies. But just like lightsabers, the possibility of making a real proton pack is close to zero. But yeah, they went out of business, or they stopped making products before they released any of their Ghostbuster props, or before they even made them, which I was quite disappointed by that. But yeah, this is a lightsaber made by Master Replicas. This is one of the products they had. It's a Force Effects lightsaber, that's what it's called. And this particular lightsaber I've had modified. I sent this in to this company called Ultrasabers, and they made some really great modifications for me. They gave me this really strong blade here, this polycarbonate blade. It's really strong, can take a lot of punishment, so you can duel with it. It's made for fighting, so you won't break it. And these blades, they are also removable. So you can take the blade off and hang the lightsaber on your belt. And it has this knob here. It has this knob which you can tighten up, or when you put the blade in, you use an Allen wrench and you tighten it up so it won't wobble around. And so if you're going to duel with it, you want to tighten it up. So this is the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, which I had altered. They gave me a really strong blade, a really bright light. This handle's got a really bright light in it that lights up the blade really to a great deal. This is a stunt blade. Now, this is the strongest blade they make. It's meant for dueling, but while it's the strongest blade, it is not their brightest blade. Some of the other blades they make are brighter, but not as strong. That's a trade-off. So some of their other blades are for show, which you wouldn't want to duel with them because you might damage the blade. But they are brighter than the stunt blades. But still, this is still very bright. So this is the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi lightsaber. Now, what I got here, this is the Anakin / Luke lightsaber. This one was the one that Anakin built, and he was the first to use it. And he was using it up until when he lost it in his fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi. You see Obi-Wan Kenobi, right after he dismembers Anakin, he goes and retrieves this lightsaber, and then years later he passes it down to Luke. And then Luke starts using this one up until when he loses it when he gets his hand cut off in his fight with Darth Vader. and he loses the lightsaber, then that's when he makes the green one. So yeah, this is the Anakin / Luke lightsaber. And this one was made by a company called Hasbro, since Master Replicas no longer makes these. This was made by Hasbro. It's also Force Effects lightsaber. This one has the original Hasbro blade on it. Since I have not yet had this altered by Master Replicas, I do plan to send this in and have it altered, but as of yet I have not altered it. So this lightsaber, it has a scrolling effect. When you turn it on, the blade goes up, and then when you turn it off, you see it go down, because it has these LED lights all along the inside of the blade. Now, you wouldn't want to duel with this, or you wouldn't want to bang the blade around too much, because aside from damaging the blade, you can also break some of the LEDs inside and end up with shadow spots on the blade, which doesn't look too good. So this is the Anakin / Luke's lightsaber, and this is the Luke lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. And I'm going to activate them both so you can see what they look like. Okay. Now, they're about the same brightness. Or actually, I would say this is the Luke one. This one is a bit brighter because of the modifications that I've had made. That Ultrasabers gave him this really bright blade. So even with the stunt blade, it's brighter than this Luke / Anakin lightsaber, which still has the original blade. And the stunt blades are dimmest blade. So even a stunt blade is brighter than the Force Effects blade. Now when you turn them off, this one, as you see, the blade just shuts right off, whereas this one, as you can see, the blade, it's scrolled down. I'll show you again. You scroll up, and then scroll down. So that's one trade-off when you send your lightsaber in to get any alteration done where they take out the blade and give you a new blade. You do not have that kind of blade that has a scrolling effect, because these blades don't have LEDs in it. This special blade does not have LEDs in it. And I think that's a good thing, because these blades are meant to take punishment, and you don't want to break those LEDs. So that's one thing you give up, is you have that scrolling effect, but in my opinion, it's not all that important. I don't really care. So I just like a bright blade, a blade I can fight with, a blade that's removable, loud sounds. So I would definitely recommend getting your lightsaber sent into Master Replicas if that's what you want. So that's my review. This one I do plan to get altered as well. I just kept it unaltered for this review. So this is my review on the lightsabers. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.